Well, hello, my beautiful Cornerstone compadres. This is Mr. Matt from Classroom 6 coming to you from my home. That's why I'm not wearing a mask. Okay, so today's topic is fire safety at home. Yep, fire safety at home. So we're going to go over the topic words now, and the first topic word is fire. See the fire there? You have to be careful with fire, okay? You don't want a fire in your house. You have to be careful. Follow safety rules. Okay, the next topic word is it's fix. Where would fix be on our communication board here? Can't find it. Okay, well, I can't find a word on the communication board for fix, but fixing is when you use tools to repair, you fix something that's broken with like some tools, like your hands or your tools. Okay. Home. Where is home? Let's see. I mean, we all know our homes, and they don't seem to have a word for home here. But home is where you hang your hat. Home is where your heart is. You probably live at home with your parents or caregivers. All right. Alrighty. So problem would be the next word. Let's find problem on our communication board. And isn't that interesting? They don't seem to have problem either. Alrighty. Well, we all know what a problem is, I think. When you have a problem, it's when something's not going right and you have to fix it. Fix it with your tools or your hands, or by making a phone call, with your cell phone or something, you know. Okay. Safety. All right. Please show us a word for safety. Okay, there's no singular word for safety, but there is fire safety right here. See? Important. Be careful of fire. Be safe around fire. Safety tool. Okay, a fire extinguisher, a smoke alarm or carbon monoxide detector, the alarm that goes off when you have a fire or smoke or high levels of CO2, which can cause you to stop breathing. And you need a first aid kit as a safety tool. Alrighty then, let's look at, well, we already know what tools are. We just covered safety tools. Then there are other tools like wrenches and hammers and pliers and stuff like that. Okay, let's look at some other words. Over here we have fire extinguisher. That's a safety tool. That's what you use to put a fire out. One of the things you use. Okay, battery. All right, you have to put batteries in your smoke alarms and make sure you change the batteries in your smoke alarms so that they still work. Okay, meeting place. All right, you know how we have like the fire drills at school? All right, we go outside to where you guys get on and off the buses, in the morning and the afternoon, AM and PM. That's our meeting place. You should have one at your house too, a place where everybody in your family meets if there's a fire. Okay, smoke. You have to watch out for smoke. And it's important to be safe. Be careful when you're using the oven. Don't leave it on. Smoke alarm, another safety tool. Dangerous, okay? That's what that sign means, dangerous or watch out or important. Loud and then beeping. I know one guy in my class who points up at the fire alarm and says noise. You know, he knows it's going to be a loud beeping when we have a fire drill. Yes, indeed. All right. Burn. Okay, fire burns, and we don't want to have a fire that burns. Turn off. Turn off stoves and heating appliances and electrical appliances when you're not using them. Okay. And the two main characters are in this story are Jim and Libby. Okay. Oh yes, and you should test your fire alarms to see if their batteries are still, see if the batteries need to be changed. And it's important to calm down after an emergency, you know? Take deep breaths and calm down. All right, on to the story. Okay, it looks like Libby and Jim are making a fire safety plan. As I read, it is your job, okay, to remember one part of a good fire safety plan. Fire safety at home. There's a fire extinguisher. Whoops. There's the fire alarm, and there are the batteries for the fire alarm. Alrighty. Whoops. I'm having a little trouble with my mouse tonight. The mouse. Squeak, squeak. Alright. Words to learn. Smoke alarm. A tool that makes a loud noise to warn people when there is smoke. Noise! Okay. Fire safety plan. A plan for getting out of the home, out of a home in case of a fire. Just like we have a fire safety plan at school. We go out the door of the classroom, down the hall, and out the door where we come in from our buses in the morning. Meeting place. A place outside of a home for members to meet in case of a fire. We have one where the buses are, outside the school. Fire extinguisher. A tool used to put out a small fire. The firemen use big hoses to put out the big fires. Things to learn from this story. It is important to have a fire safety plan. It is important to have the right safety tools. It is important to know how to keep your home safe. Alrighty then. Jim is baking a pie. Okay. He puts on headphones. Jim does not hear the timer go off, you know? Let him know the pie's done. Looks like it starts smoking and stuff. Uh-oh. The pie burns. The smoke alarm goes off. Nee, 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 nee. Jim probably doesn't hear it because he has his headphones on. Uh-oh. Libby hears a loud beeping sound. She runs downstairs. The kitchen is full of smoke. Jim is covering his ears. Oh, I guess he did hear the fire alarm through his headphones. All right, where's that picture of Jim covering his ears? Oh no! Ah! No one likes the sound of a fire alarm, but they're supposed to be annoying to get you to do something. That's why they're so loud and annoying. They spur you into action. Okay, there's the burnt pie. And someone turned the oven off and took the pie out. That's a good idea. Libby was scared. Oh, Libby thought there was a fire. It is just a burnt pie. Libby turns off the oven. It's very smart, Libby. All right, so it was just a burnt pie, and she turned the oven off. O-F-F. All righty. Libby tells Jim to open the windows. Why do you think she wants him to open the windows? You're right, because that'll let the smoke out. She turns off the smoke alarm. The beeping sound stops, because once the smoke is out of the air, the smoke alarm will stop beeping. Jim calms down. Very good. Oops. Alrighty. So, the smoke alarm goes off. I mean, it stops beeping because the smoke is out. Looks like someone's testing it here. Alright. Libby knows that fires are dangerous. She knows fire safety is important. Libby and Jim make a fire safety plan. Alright, so what would a fire safety plan look like? Like this. Bedroom number 1. Escape route 1. Escape route 2. Usually you have pictures to go with this too, you know? Bedroom number 2. Living room. All the escape routes of the different rooms in the house. Kitchen. Okay. Libby and Jim choose a meeting place. They will meet by the big tree outside. They will go there if a fire happens. There's the big tree outside their apartment building. Good idea. Libby and Jim check for fire safety tools. They have smoke alarms. It's good. They will test the alarms each month. They will change the batteries twice a year. 2 times a year. All right, let's see. So in order to test the smoke alarm, you have to push that little button there. You know, you have to hold down this button here. And, you know, when you hold it down, it'll go beep, 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 beep. And I guess if it doesn't beep, then the batteries need to be recharged. Also, smoke alarms, when their batteries get low, they make an annoying beeping sound, not as fast or emergency sounding as when there's a fire, but it's like a beep. A few seconds go by, like a minute goes by, then beep goes again. And it wakes you up in the middle of the night. And you're like, what is that? You know, and you have to go and check it. You know, that's the fire alarm's way of telling you, hey, man, I need a new battery. Okay, so change my battery. All right. Fire safety at home. Yes. Libby and Jim will have a fire extinguisher. You really should have one of these in your house. Okay. You hold it up and you hold it down at the base of the fire, at the bottom of the fire. You can pull the pin out, aim it at the bottom of the fire, and then you squeeze the handle. It's like squeezing a pair of pliers. The handle is right here. Okay. Oops. Okay. Libby and Jim feel safe. They have a great fire safety plan. They have all the right fire safety tools. Now, now it is time to bake another pie. This time, hopefully, they won't let it burn. They'll listen, pay attention, smell. Because you can smell when something's burning. It's like pretty Okay, it's pretty easy to tell. There's Libby and Jim. They feel happy and safe. Very good. Okay, next page. Tips. What are the tips? Make sure you have working smoke alarms in your home. That's another thing you need to have. That and fire extinguishers. Test smoke alarms monthly. Every month. So in the month of March, we shall test them. And then in the month of April, we shall test them. And in the month of May, we shall test them, and on and on and on and on and on. Okay. Change batteries in a smoke alarm 2 times a year. Sometimes more if you get cheap batteries, at a cheap store. Okay, keep a fire extinguisher in your kitchen. Like probably in a room that you have a wood burning stove or a fireplace in, that might be a good place to keep a fire extinguisher too. Alrighty. Okay, now we're on the fill in the blank page to see what you and I remembered. Alright. So the blank goes off. What goes off? Let's see. Oops. Nope. Sorry about that. Oh, this is so weird. Okay, for some reason I can't seem to do anything tonight. All right, let's see. Okay, so what goes off? I cannot move this up with my mouse. Okay, looks like my zoom in, zoom out feature is disabled. That's too bad. Okay, so what goes off? Safety tools go off? Nah. Meeting place goes off? No. Smoke alarm goes off? Maybe. Fires go off? Nope. Fire safety goes off? Nope. You guessed it, the smoke alarm goes off. Beep, beep, beep. Noise. Alrighty. I'll try to zoom in a little bit. Libby knows that blank are dangerous. What's dangerous? Safety tools are dangerous? Meeting place is dangerous? Smoke alarm is dangerous? Fires are dangerous? Yep, fires are dangerous. Libby and Jim choose a what? What do they choose? Did they choose safety tools? That doesn't kind of make any sense, huh? Necessarily. Did they choose a meeting place? Did they choose a smoke alarm? Maybe. Did they choose a fire safety? Did they choose a meeting place? Indeed. Alrighty then. Libby and Jim check for fire what? Let's see. Fire safety tools? A meeting place? Smoke alarm? Fires? Fire safety? Probably fire safety tools, right? They want to look around the house, see what they have for fire safety tools. There you go. All right. They, Libby and Jim, have a great plan. A great what plan? A great meeting place plan? A great smoke alarm plan? A great fires plan? A great fire safety plan? You bet. A great fire safety plan. All right. Multiple choice. Time to choose. What is this story about? Is it about a bakery? No, 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 no. Is it about fire safety? Maybe. Is it about dinner? Nope. You're right. It's about fire safety. What does Libby know are dangerous? Does she know pies are dangerous? Only if they're smushed in your face, right? Pie in the face. I'm so silly. Does she know fire alarms are dangerous? Fire alarms aren't dangerous. Does she know fires are dangerous? Yep, fires are dangerous. Libby is a very wise person. Okay, what do Libby and Jim decide on? Do they decide on what outfits to wear? Do they decide on a meeting place? Do they decide on a restaurant? If you were paying attention to the story, they decide on a meeting place. Indeed. What do Libby and Jim check for? Do they check for fire safety tools? Do they check for a blanket? Do they check for a hose? They check for fire safety tools, right? You're not going to be able to put out a fire with a garden hose, but a fire extinguisher is a good thing to have, of course. All right. What is important to know about this story? Pies are hard to bake. They are if you're wearing headphones and not paying attention. Parties are fun. It is important to have a fire safety plan. There you go. Okay, my Cornerstone peoples, that's it for this story. Next, we're going to go over some safety signs, and then we'll have the song. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, Cornerstone Cats, I'm going to do a little bit of safety sign memory now for you. Okay, let's see what this first one is. Flammable. Okay, you see a sign like that, that means that something can catch on fire easily. Okay, so be careful. Let's see if we can find. Yes, can we find another flammable? No, we found first aid. All right. Oh, slippery when wet. See that sign? You're going to slip and fall on a wet floor. Restrooms. Okay, that's where the restrooms are. Flammable. That's what today's story was about. Woohoo! All right, let's find another match. Out of order. All right. Women's restroom. Nope. Men's restroom. First aid. Nope. Slippery when wet. Slippery when wet. You see that? You're going to fall. Women's restroom. Out of order. Women's restroom. See the skirt? Women's restroom. So no men are allowed in the women's restroom. And flammable, which is what the story was about. Slippery when wet. You see this kind of sign, watch your step. So these are restrooms for both men and women because they have a picture of a man figure and a woman figure on it. And they're also wheelchair accessible. Out of order. Okay, so if something is out of order, means it's not working. It's not working. So you see a sign that's, that's funny because that's a keep out sign. I don't know why they have that for out of order. I guess they just mean keep out or keep away. It's out of order. First aid. Where did I see that first aid? Nope. Woo. The restrooms usable by everybody. Please wash your hands. This is so important now with COVID. Wash your hands. Okay. Men's restroom. First aid. Men's restroom. Okay. Please wash your hands. Please wash your hands. All right. Men's restroom. First aid. Why do I keep doing that? Men's restroom. Men's restroom. Okay. Now we gotta move around here a little bit. First aid. Where did I see first aid? Here, maybe? Yay! First aid. Okay, you see the sign. Okay, that's either where a first aid kit is kept, with band-aids and bandages and antiseptic and stuff, or it's where you can get medical attention if you're at like a park or something, like an amusement park. All right. Fire extinguisher, finally. This is the sign for that tells you where a fire extinguisher is. Okay, so if you need one, look for this sign if you're in a public place. Most people don't keep this sign in their homes, but in public places they have this sign, like in our school. Fire extinguisher, yes. All right, that was in the story too. Okay, that's all we have time for, my Cornerstone friends, and next comes the song, so stay tuned. Okay, my Cornerstone cats, now it's time for the song. It's an old Tom Petty song for you. She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus and America too. She's a good girl, she's crazy about Elvis, loves horses and a boyfriend too. And it's a long day, living in Rhode Island. There's a freeway running through the yard, and I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart. Now I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free. Free falling. Sorry about that mistake. And all the vampires walking through the valley move west down Ventura Boulevard. And all the bad boys are standing in the shadows, and the good girls are home and broken hearts. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. I wanna fly down over Mulholland. I wanna ride her, aim in the sky, on a free fall, out into nothing. Gonna leave this world for a while. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free. Yeah, free falling. Thank you.